blind tasting today. The Old Forester Whisky Row series. Some good stuff from Brown-Forman, the same distillery that makes Woodford Reserve, another great whiskey. And we got the answers as far as, don't worry about the chickens, they're doing their thing.
They're making noises.
Yeah, they are making noises. Chickens!
Shut up!
So we got A, B, C, and D. This time, see, last month when we did the blind tasting, I noticed that Matt was just copying me. This is hard. This is not easy to pick out these, you know, for us.
If you remember
if you don't know what's happening.
If you remember last week, I told you about the color, and that's when you were like, oh, I don't think there's any color difference here.
At the end of the night, this guy couldn't tell the difference between Evan Williams and Maker's Mark. And I was like, how the hell are you going to tell apart the 4 different Maker's Mark if you don't know the difference between Evan Williams and Maker's Mark? And it makes no sense. So this time we're writing down our answers and then we'll see where we're at afterwards. This is hard though, to be fair, this is hard. I'm not expecting you to know. I've been drinking whiskey for a long time, analyzing the tastes. You don't have to know everything. It's not that big a deal. You don't have to know anything. I don't know much. I know just a little bit compared to like some real whiskey geeks out there. Hillary laid these out in order this way. I'm sure she mixed them around afterwards. I'm sure she didn't do A, B, C, D. We'll put little arrows here so you guys know which one we're drinking, when we're drinking it, and test
this
it
is
out.
A, B, C.
C, D. Left to right, just like the rest of the English-speaking world.
She poured more for you again.
Yeah, well, she's my wife.
Not after the night. Wait.
I know what A is.
Well, now you've really ruined it for me already. All right, I know what it is.
I'm fairly certain what C is too. Let's get in there though. What I was gonna suggest is that we write down our notes first before we write down our answers. So like go through and write down your tasting, like what you're tasting on. Like I get right off the bat, I get banana. Like that's the first thing.
That's what I was.
What? Like ripe banana, like overripe banana, like brown overripe banana.
Yeah, that's why I already know what A is.
Okay, well, me too. That's the same reason. I'm giving it the same reason. Not pointing out yet. You got to write it down, and then we share what we think afterwards. That's the whole idea. Write it down, and then we'll share what our findings are after we've gone through, and we have our finals written down.
Okay, can I finish it first?
Changeo. Do what you want. Yeah, brown
sugar.
Like I said, overripe banana. Like one of those ones like it's starting to caramelize, like the banana's turning into mush.
So you know what's going to be hard for me? I've only had 2 of these.
Oh, that makes it almost impossible. B is kind of like.
I'm not there yet. Hold on. I'm still on A. I love A.
You're still on A. B is light. I'm moving on. B is like light ethanol. I'm getting like the ethanol on B.
Oh no! Don't shut up. I'm not there yet.
Don't shut up.
I said, shut up, dude. Shut up. And I said, I'm not there yet. And guys, when you see my answer for A, you'll know why. And if I haven't said this before, join our Patreon because you can help us with.
We need help.
We need a lot of help. He needs a lot of help. He just laughed when I mentioned Patreon subscribers.
I'm getting green banana. Green banana on B. That's what I'm getting.
Who in the hell eats a green banana?
You smell it.
You don't smell a green banana. You look at it and say, it's not ripe yet, and you put it back. You don't smell it. How would you know what a green banana smells like?
I've eaten a green banana.
Why?
Like an underripe banana. Because I really used to like it. Like I didn't like. There was a time when I really didn't like ripe bananas or overripe bananas.
What to you is an overripe banana? Is that when it has the dots on it?
It's when it's actually starting to caramelize. When it's going from banana color to like brown and clear. That's overripe. When the banana's turning
I'm talking about the skin of the banana. I think I know what C is.
On C, I'm getting like grassy.
C, I'm getting like no smell. Almost reminds me of that Canadian whiskey. Like I said, guys, you want to join our patrons. That way you can catch some of these bloopers that we have here. It's the only way to get them.
So, D, I'm getting.
I'm on C.
Oh, sorry. C, I was getting grassy notes and nuttiness too. There's a nuttiness to it. This is the first one that has like that little bit of peanut. Well, smell it and stop whining like a little bitch. Like how I bitch I get there when I say bitch. Bitch! Bitch!
Wow, that's a very high octave there. Peach.
It's that Frankie Valli stuff, bro.
Ooh, that's a sharper taste at the end. That's a sharper taste.
Dude, my mouth's getting numb. How many whiskeys have we had at this point? Hi.
Hi.
Are you on D yet?
I'm on C.
Good God. I'll be here all day.
I think I got C down. I'm not sure, but
D is good. D is brown sugar. D on the nose for me was a perfectly ripe banana. Like perfectly ripe.
see, you know the problem is I got this little wind, like crossbreeds going here, and I feel like I'm losing some of the smell.
Matt, we're on the 4th week of the month. It's not the cross breeze.
It's that crosswind. It's causing some disturbance in the actual air receptors that are going into my nose. Trust me, in post-cut, it'll make sense.
All right, so I'm a little bit, like, I'm having trouble with the middle two.
I'm having trouble against these two.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this one, like...
Well, again, I've told you I've only had 2.
I think it's, that one. He did it.
It's Colonel Mustard. Did it with the lead pipe.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
With this little bitch. Of the 4, if you find any of them, this is my favorite of the 4. This one is actually double-barreled. Old Forester is one of the first, no, not one of the first. Old Forester was the first whiskey company in the United States to put whiskey into bottles and bottle it and store it. And there's so much good story behind Old Forester. We've spent so much time trying to pull out the tasting notes. I don't want to talk too much about the story, but there's a big part of whiskey for me is the history and the story. And 1897, this is bottled and bond, 100 proof, at least 4 years old, in a bonded warehouse, distilled the same season that it was aged and all that good stuff. Something like that. Anyway, 1897 was the year that bottle and bond was implemented. 1870 is the year that Old Forester was started, I believe. The 1910. This is the year that I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. There's just a lot of good stories behind with Old Forester. It's a fantastic whiskey. Everything Old Forester makes is, oh my gosh, dude, is fantastic. But my favorite is right here. Like,
that's where my favorite is this one.
You know what's interesting that you say that? The first time I had this was my dad, and we went out and got it after we had already been drinking. And at the time, I did say this was the best bourbon I had ever had to date. But I had already had this one at that point.
See, I haven't. This would be my first time having this one.
No, it's not. We purchased this together at Cork and Bottle in Slow.
But we didn't drink it though.
Oh, did we not? Yes, of course we did. We sat on the patio at that hotel for my birthday with everybody there. No, it was the 1910. I had this for the first time with my dad. We got the 1910, the old fine whiskey is the one we got in Morro Bay, was the 1910. I know that for a fact because I was there. And the 1920 is the one I have with my dad because my dad still has the bottle.
Now go tell her to make some eggs because I'm gonna be hungry tomorrow.
All right.
A, I got 1920.
Okay.
B, I got 1897.
Okay.
C, I got 1870. D, I got 1910.
Okay, I got A, 1910. And then we got basically a reverse of everything. See, I've got A, 1910, B, 1870, C, 1897, D, 1920. So we literally have none the same.
We have none the same.
None the same.
All right, here we go. Wow, this is either gonna be really good tonight or really bad tonight.
A, 1910, B, 1970.
Ooh!
C, this is the one I meant was 1920. Not the, wait, did I?
No.
No. Wow.
That's what I'm saying, wow. I don't think so.
I meant to write down, it sounds like bullshit, but I meant to write down that C was 1920. I think I messed around by skipping ahead. But anyway, yeah, the A was 1910. I knew that for sure. Like, as soon as I smelled it, I was like, oh, that's the 1910. Because it's my favorite.
See,
You might have to change around your favorite till the 1910, buddy.
No, I swear.
Yeah, because you thought that this was...
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I swear that the A was that one, because I got that rich banana, and that's what I always get from that one.
All of these have that banana.
I know, but like, the taste has tasted really too familiar to me. I think Hillary's wrong. I think she,
We're the Whisky Wimps. Everything's better with whiskey.
And friends.
Oh, we're gonna do this every time now, huh?
We have to.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
Brian, what are we doing next week?
Next week, we are going to be drinking Sagamore Spirit, and we may have some cigar with this, I think, because why not?
Why the heck not?
Why in the heck not? Sagamore Spirit. Tune in next week, folks. Bye.